Welcome back, everybody. The flu season in northern Nevada is well underway, and protecting your children from whooping cough can be challenging. However, we have Susan Ribeiro from St. Mary's here to talk to us a little about some easy ways to keep your kids healthy. Susan, thanks for being with us.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. Let's talk about a really important topic. Let's go ahead and just, for that right out of the gate, what is whooping cough?
Whooping cough is a very contagious bacterial infection in the respiratory tract. It's passed by small droplets in the air, like coughing and sneezing close to someone. So if you live in the house with someone who has whooping cough, whether they know they have it or not, up to 80% of those household contacts can catch it.
And everyone always talks about it, is there a certain sound for whooping cough? Some people say it sounds like a seal barking. Is there a certain sound for whooping cough, or is it just any coughing?
Well, there is a specific sound that can be made. It causes paroxysms of cough, where you cough very violently, multiple coughs in a row until you lose all your air. Then some people at that point will then make a whooping noise, although small children may not make that whoop.
Okay, so let's talk about why is it important to protect babies from whooping cough specifically?
Well, babies have much more severe disease than older people. They're more likely to be hospitalized if they catch it, and they're also more likely to have complications such as pneumonia or seizures or even death.
So it can be deadly in anywhere from 1 to 2. So every 1 to 2 babies who are affected by it, it could be deadly for them. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, about half of babies who have pertussis or whooping cough will be hospitalized, and about 1% of them it can be fatal for them.
Oh my gosh, those are some scary numbers. So let's put it out there. How can we protect babies from this deadly disease?
Well, ideally, we like for pregnant mothers to be vaccinated in the 3rd trimester. If for some reason that doesn't happen, then we'd like to have it done before they go home. And then we do something called cocooning with the babies. We like for all the parents and caregivers to all get vaccinated themselves, because usually when an infant catches whooping cough, they're going to catch it from their parents and caregivers. Then, of course, we want to make sure all of our children get vaccinated on time and on schedule.
When it comes to vaccinations, you know, it can be tough sometimes, especially with the cost of vaccinations. Does St. Mary's have a location that they like to, send people to? Is there free options for them that you know of?
Well, we like ideally for people to be getting regular checkups and get through their primary care doctor, and we do have St. Mary's Medical Group, and we have primary care available there, pediatrics and family medicine, but you can also get low-cost or free vaccinations through the public health department.
So absolutely no excuse not to be vaccinated for this. All right, thank you so much, Susan. I really appreciate it. A lot of great information. And of course, you can always find more information on our website. That's mynews4.com. All right, quick look now at the forecast with Tim Studebaker. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you. We do have some moisture already arriving in the northern Sierra. The rest of us will get a little drink of water soon, followed by some snow. We'll talk about it next.